So Jordan, how has the virus just affected you guys' life there? And you talked about some chaos with your wife having to manage people. But tell us what's happened with that.
Yeah, God, we always have some interesting characters staying around us. We seem to attract a certain breed, and I don't know if I'll get too deeply into that story, but I will say, just generally speaking, I think this is going to sound a little crazy, but in certain ways, the virus has it's helped out a lot of people in the permaculture and small farming community. I think a lot of people are kind of waking up and realizing that globalization, to the extent and the way that we've done it, has been unhealthy for the environment and people. And like I was talking with a small farmer friend who does multi-species recreational grazing. He's really doing things the right way. Another guy actually in the area, and for both of them, business is booming. And kind of the same thing for us. A lot of people are reaching out and saying, "Wow, I really get it now." We've been kind of living in this illusion of this sort of way society should be, and we're going to have to do things differently. So we're getting a lot of people reaching out and wanting to be a bigger part of what we're doing. So there's hope there. I do feel for the folks who are living in cities and they're just completely under lockdown and they have nowhere to go. But out here in the rural life, it's actually been kind of nice. I've been getting a lot done. All kinds of projects I'm just knocking off the list. We had a group of people come and stay with us. We had two groups of people. The first didn't work out too well, and so actually no, part of that first group left. We had, I think, 8, and then 4 of them left, and we got 3 others, and that's been really great with those 3 folks. And then 2 more left, and I think then we took on 2 others, and people are, we have people quarantining in different areas of the property. They have their own kind of camp set up, their own outdoor kitchen areas, and then as folks stay here for an extended period of time, then we allow them to kind of integrate kitchens. And we've been getting really organized. People are volunteering. For the most part, people are volunteering a certain number of hours to stay with us every week. Some folks are paying just so that they can be here out in nature and not have to be, cramped into the city, and just do their own thing. And again, I can't tell you how much has gotten done. You're looking at a picture right now of the prescribed burning. I've been putting that off for a while and finally had the time and the extra power, people power on the ground to help me do it in a safe manner, to put in the fire lanes. And we were actually under contract. You might not have been on when I was discussing the gopher tortoises, but we're under contract with the USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service to do prescribed burning across the property. And we literally got paid thousands of dollars to do this work for something I was really interested in doing anyway, and knew I needed to do for the kind of ecological property management goals I had. We've got new building projects. We've been doing more trail clearing. We built a hog trap finally. We've got feral hogs, which are a nuisance species. They're actually an invasive species. Been removing other invasive species like Kogan grass. Been making a lot of biochar and working on the gardens. Been finally started fishing in the pond some more. We've got a pond with a bunch of bass and perch in it, and been eating out of the pond there. Exploring the surrounding area. One of the most interesting things something coming through?
Yeah, I heard it.
One of the most interesting things
No,
that happened is
I actually finally got in on the computer, and I had 2 audios on, so there's a little bit of feedback. It should be gone now.
Oh, okay.
Keep going, Jordan.
Good. But yeah, so part of the way we really rebounded from this, since we can't do workshops, we can't have a bunch of people standing around. Oh, there's it looks like a flyer from there's my wife there, Kezia Vida. She is there you are. Great, good to have you. Good to be able to see your face again. We got a flyer from my wife. She's a dream therapist, and that is part of the mission. What we do here is all you need is not just the physical needs, the food, water, shelter, but also the emotional and community and all those kinds of needs, which she's really kind of the pro at, and something we've been learning a lot about in this sort of intentional community we're running here. It's kind of a unintentional community in the wake of COVID. But the other thing that's happening on the property is we're running a campground, like a COVID safe campground. So we developed policies such that people wouldn't be, gearing up, getting everything they need in their hometown, not stopping anywhere in the surrounding area. Once you come in, you may not leave, not allowed to touch any of our stuff. You have to be completely self-sufficient. And the property's big enough that we're able to do that. And so that's been a pretty successful business. The weather has been gorgeous, and it doesn't take a whole lot for me, really. And it's been pretty sustainable. We're mostly on finding people through word of mouth and then through HipCamp, which is an app that allows you to find people who are just looking to go camp. And a lot of the state parks are closed. So that's kind of, people are finding us. I'd be curious to see if this would continue on if, we weren't dealing with the COVID situation. And it's not my ideal business model, but it's helping us pay the bills right now. That's hilarious. That's Kezia and I on Mardi Gras Day several years ago. Probably the most popular costume I've ever created. But yeah, sorry, it's a little distracting. But that's
No, I love
in a
it.
way it's been.
Looks nice.
And Kezia has been able to work on her business as well as a dream therapist. She has more time to make videos and promote. A lot of people are remembering their dreams right now. They have nothing better to do but sleep the day away and, just kind of talk about their dreams or watch videos. I guess I would think maybe this business is doing all right, doing webinars and online videos, since so many folks are, spending their time on the computer watching videos and social media and all that.
It's been a great time for us. It's been a really awesome time for us. I'm going to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm using a secondary computer because my primary one is just not logging in right, but now it has. I don't understand. It's on my other computer across the shelf. It's over there. You're not going to, the windows, the bright lights can pick it up. We're not going to do that. So at your home location, what's sort of the optimal number of people that would be living there at one time?
That's a good question. We really have to figure that out. My wife in particular is losing her mind. It's kind of too many people for too long, and maybe about time to sort of, just have some folks that a lot of the restrictions have been lifted in New Orleans, where most of the people staying with us are from. I think ideally we would want to have at least one other person or family living on the property full time and helping maintain the place. It's 111 acres, and excuse me, most of that maintains itself. Left to its own devices, nature often does a better job than we do. But it would be nice to, be able to share that responsibility with some other folks. So, yeah, I would say